going over the trades on the day, plus 700 on the micro, 1 micro stock index portfolio. 2 micros were up about 1,400 in the 200K. This is what we're trading. We're trading the stock index portfolio with 1 micro on the 50K portfolio. We're trading it with 2 micros on the 200K portfolio. The 50K portfolio that we were trading, hypothetical results minus 1650. The 200K portfolio that we were trading is plus 555. Hypotheticals, the Zig Zag indicator was at 19 with a VIX of 23. Our CVIX is less than 1, and so that's a favorable condition we talked about in an earlier video today. Here is the CVIX indicator that I've just created, and it's a normalized indicator. We take the number of turning points, and one number of turning points measured by 1/3 of 1% or more. If the turn from pivot high to pivot low is more than 1/3 of 1%, and then it turns. How many times does that happen in a day? 19 times, and then we divide by the VIX, and if it's less than 1, it is a favorable trading condition measured by our CVIX indicator. This is back to 2010. I have one back to 2007. Here it is back to 2007, and you can see where 1 is on that scale. And if it's 1, the next trading day we don't trade is one of the rules that I am considering. I've put out there in a previous video. It is not an official rule yet. I have to get it set up. I have to send you the indicator if you're a subscriber. If not, I will have more information about that on my website. But right now, the results today, we're trading the stock index portfolio. 20 Nasdaq strategies, 20 S&P strategies traded on. You can trade those on the E-minis or the micros. Lots of volatility right now. We've deleveraged, and let's go over the trades on the day. Before we do though, let's look at the path of the Nasdaq today. We had the CPI come out hotter than expected, and the market sold off. It was about more than 350 points from this high point, and then it was released at 7:30 a.m. Central, sold off to here. The market opened, and the dip buyers came in and ran all the way back to the starting point, for the news release, and then it proceeded to sell off in a more choppy way all the way back down. So happy with the results today, even though it was very, very choppy. I'm very happy with the trading system results that they were up today in such a choppy and difficult environment. We had some good strategies. We were net profitable on the short side, and then it reversed and we got long and had some net profits on the long. Kind of got back to break even at the end of the day, or kind of break even in here. It was really choppy. And then as the day wore on, we got net short into the close and we're profitable. So lots of back and forth. Let's go over the individual trading system results for the micro stock index 40. And let's look at these workspaces here. I have several workspaces automating different contracts. Mirror took the long trade on the S&P, took that long trade. We've adjusted our stops, consider adjusting our profit targets. This uses a 13-point profit target, but on such a big gap down, may work better to look for a percentage of that gap fill. Tick wave, nice short into the close. Tick count trend, took the counter trend trade and lost on the day. On the long side, we had a lot of strategies going long and short. Cobra 3, E-mini S&P hit its profit target, very small profit target right there. Adaptive moving average, chopped up early, tricky tape, such a strong dip buy at the open and then a sell off into the close, but it got that last move right and got some of those losses back. Gap continue in reverse, continues to be a system that I don't like so much, and working on that. Night trader down on the day, won yesterday, lost last night, takes advantage of those overnight rallies. 60-minute breakout, was up on the day, was long overnight, exited, got back in, hit that profit target just right. Asia 4 long, lost on the day. Tick fader was profitable on the day, capturing a little piece of the counter trend. So those are the ES trades in the stock index 40. VSD long short, really nice short trade here. Ran it all the way back up here to get us net long, and then came back down here and stopped us out. And then it ran up here a little bit. Then it rolled over, and we got short, and it looked like it was going to go higher, and then it rolled into the close. So it was actually, the path of this is challenging, and this is an aggressive strategy. It takes advantage of more longer-term 24-hour type trends, and it leaves those positions open. We have a diversity of exits. You can fix all the strategies to have tight parameters, but that doesn't give you good diversity. And this is a strategy where we leave it open and we let it run. And it did that short trade into the close. 60-minute breakout. Took these a long trade, and it's hard to see some of these and hard to remember every trade that took place. So we have to zoom in here. Took a long trade, and then took another long trade. The second trade was stopped out, but up on the day overall. EVP1, here's one that needed a larger stop loss. Nice long trade, buying the dip, got out on the trailing stop loss. That's okay. And this short trade got just stopped out. That would have been a beautiful trade into the close had our stop been a little bit bigger. That's a common thing we say. We need a slightly bigger stop loss on our short trades. And we've modified some on the long trade, so we'll continue to take a look at that. Tick wave, nice trade on the NQ as well. We saw that on the ES. Cobra, NQ 2020. It's been on a winning streak, had a losing trade. Typical QS3. Nice. Kind of like the mirror trade, maybe a little bit bigger profit target on a bigger gap down. Have to test that and see based on the percentage. Those are the stock index 40. I want to show you the 200K and 50K trades. Now these are the old trades. Let's look at also the indicators. So volume someday, negative volume all day, and then you see where it got blue. That's where we got long again as it reversed to the upside, and then it was extremely red. So we've been red for a while. It was red yesterday, red most days, even though the market goes up. It's been red, and so more selling volume than buying volume, even though the market goes up. 50K portfolio, Cobra 3 needed a little bit bigger stop loss, stopped out. Has had about one winner in the last 15 trades, so we've scaled back on that and put a range filter on it for the micros. Gap continuation in reverse, stopped out. Soybeans stopped out, needed about 2 or 3 times bigger stop loss on that trade. But soybeans were in the 16s today. Sold off significantly from those levels, but lots of volatility at high levels. Inflation comes to mind. Natural gas, no trades. Crude oil, crude swing got in on this trade, had a nice pop, and then it came back. That's the nature of that market. Cobra crude stopped out minus 725. Gap fill in reverse plus 315. Copper, no trades. Silver, no trades. Gold was short yesterday. CPI, it reversed to the long side. Then it reversed to the short side. Then it got stopped out. Not really. I mean, if you just look at this chart, it's not really not a great market to trade, and we're not trading it. So these commodity markets are, I mean, if you look at gold, if you look at crude oil, I mean, there's always a way to trade a market. I'm optimistic like that, but we want to pick the best markets to trade, and the stock indexes give us the best advantage right now, and we were up today on those. Nasdaq trades, we've gone over some of these in the micro portfolio, some of the same trades, so you can take a quick glance at that. And again, these are the 200K and 50K trades that we are not trading right now, that we were trading, and we've stepped aside. And let me pull this up again here. So yeah, this is what we were trading, were these portfolios, and now we're trading these portfolios. You get more. We're concentrated on the markets that we tend to trade the best, and we have more diversity. We've got 40 different algos, and we're at a good position size for this volatility right now, and we'll look to increase and we're also looking at ways to filter volatility or position size differently with different levels of volatility with our own custom volatility indicators. Hey, David Bean here. Welcome to Capstone Trading Systems YouTube page. Be sure to subscribe to join our community of algorithmic traders. We are real money traders. We share our winning streaks, we share our losing streaks, as well as market updates, strategies, and coding tips.